Welcome to BCCA class students. Today we will see the objectives of IT Act. In a previous class, we had seen the brief history of IT Act and for the what purpose IT Act is framed. Okay, so today we will see related to that about the electronic commerce, e-governance, okay, electronic records and digital signature. These things are included in a IT Act. Okay, so as per our we will see today the objectives of the IT Act 2000. So the Information Technology Act 2000 provides the legal recognition to the transaction done via electronic exchange of a data and other electronic means of a communication or electronic commerce transaction. So without recognition means it is not legal. Okay, या कोई भी ट्रांजैक्शन विदाउट बैंक के इसके रिकग्नाइजेशन के नहीं होगा. सो इन आईटी एक्ट प्रोवाइड क्या करता है, ये लीगल रिकॉग्नाइजेशन करता है. जो हम ऑनलाइन शॉपिंग करते हैं या जो हम डिजिटल सिग्नेचर से कुछ डील्स करते हैं, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करते हैं, राइट. इफ the companies are multinational companies and the companies one company is situated in one country, another one is another place. So the parties, if the parties is in two different countries, still they can have a contract with the help of a digital signature. Okay, then we keep the electronic records, all the electronic records, e-governance, you know everything about that. So तो पहला क्या है ऑब्जेक्टिव, ये इसको रिकॉग्नाइज करता है. इट इज a लीगल रिकॉग्नाइज करता है. It provides the legal recognition to this transaction, means this transaction which are happening through this medium, it is legal. फोन पे से हम ट्रांसफर करते हैं, that is also legal thing. So this is Information Technology Act provides a legal recognition to this electronic exchange data, means it is related to the e-governance. Then we can have the electronic means of communication or electronic commerce transaction को legal recognition provide करता है. Okay, then it also that also involves the use of alternatives to paper based method of communication, which is a traditional one which we were using. Okay, and information storage to facilitate the electronic filing of documents with the government agency. If you know, nowadays all the things happen in a इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इंफॉर्मेशन स्टोरेज. मीन्स अगर हम कोई प्लॉट भी खरीदते हैं, कुछ भी हम इमूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी खरीदते हैं, तो क्या होता है, वो डिजिटली सेल्डेड होती है आजकल. फेर फार अगर है या कुछ भी रिलेटेड टू डॉक्यूमेंट, अगर हम हमें अगर आई डोंट नो द इंग्लिश वर्ड फॉर दैट, बट 7/12 जो होता है, नमूना जो होता है, वो सब आपको डिजिटली, आप भूमि अभिलेख के इसके ऊपर जाओगे, भूमि अभिलेख के वेबसाइट पे, तो यू कैन टाइप योर नेम एंड यू विल से द you can see the details of your property documents like a 7/12 नमूना or like that. So that is about the government e-governance. Okay, so electronic, why? Because we are filing the electronic documents. Okay, so that is one of the objective of a act. Moving to a next slide, that facilitate the electronic filing of documents uh, with the government agencies and also departments. And this thing is nowadays everybody knows this thing. आपका पैन कार्ड से लेके एवरीथिंग इज नाउअडेज इट इज इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फाइलिंग से ही होता है. जैसे बैंक का भी अकाउंट आपको निकालना है अभी, so you need to do that filing first on the online, and then you need to give that number, PNR number or whatever the number to the bank, and then they give you the पासबुक एंड चेक बुक लाइक दैट. सो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फाइलिंग का फैसिलेट करना, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फाइलिंग of document with the government agency and also department को क्या करना है, facilitate करना है, encourage करना है. That is also one of the objective of IT Act. Then facilitate the electronic storage of a data, because data somewhere, paper based data is took lot of time and space also. तो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्टोरेज ऑफ डाटा में क्या होता है, बहुत सारा डेटा सेव होता है. अगर लेकिन फाइल बेस में इतना डेटा नहीं होता है, बिकॉज दैट इज हार्ड कॉपी. Okay, so to facilitate that electronic storage of data, then give legal sanction. Without law, nothing is we can say that there is a need of a sanction of law all the time. So it give legal sanction and facilitate the electronic transfer of a fund between bank and financial institution. Then we have the grant legal recognition to bankers under the Evidence Act, Reserve Bank of Act, and for keeping the books of account in a electronic form. So this is, we can say, the objectives of main objectives of IT Act. And in this IT Act, we will see in detail, that is electronic commerce, e-governance, that is smart governance, and electronic record and digital signature one by one in detail. Generally, student, I wish to mention here that IT Act contains 13 chapter, 19 section, and the last four section, namely section 91 to 94 in the IT Act 2000, deals with the अमेंडमेंट टू इंडियन पिनल कोड. मैंने लास्ट लेक्चर में आपको इंडियन पिनल कोड और इंडियन इविडेंस एक्ट में, आईटी एक्ट आने के बाद जो रिलेटेड टू द एविडेंस और रिलेटेड टू द पिनल कोड, ये लीगल रिकॉग्नाइजेशन जो होता है, सो क्या होता है कि कोई भी एक्ट जब होता है, पास होता है, आफ्टर दैट प्रोसीजरल लॉ में क्या आते हैं, अमेंडमेंट्स करने पड़ते हैं. क्योंकि नाउ प्रीवियसली it was not digital one, okay, but now everything is online, transactions are legal. Okay, so like online shopping and everything is illegal, so that is a legal recognition. लेकिन उसमें कोई fraud होता है, उसमें कोई चीजें होती है, तो then how to handle that? So that's why there are always, if any act is newly formed, it will be accordingly changes in a procedural thing, that is the Indian Penal Code and Indian Evidence Act. There is a amendments given. I hope one by one from next lecture we will see the most important thing about this in detail, that is electronic commerce in detail, e-governance कैसे होता है in detail, and these things we will see in detail. Actually, so thank you very much, students. Have a nice day. Thank you.